Hi, friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to Coffee Break with Dr. Michelle Alignay. This is a Friday, but I'm coming to you live because I failed to give the coffee break yesterday. But join me no matter what day, that it's always nice to just sit down over coffee or juice like what I have and talk about something that is relevant to many of us. And this afternoon, let me speak to you about the part two of my topic the other day, and that is about making marriage work. So please join me the rest of the 30 minutes. I know you're not used to me having this session every on those days, but I know we can share something with each other. So friends, please share this to family and friends who might need it, because of course, wait, let me share this also. Let me share my own coffee break through my Facebook Live. So I would like to start first by asking you, for those who are here who are married, I hope that we can learn from each other. And I also would like to invite the singles, those of you who are thinking about married, gusto ikasal, and what can make the marriage work. Kasi alam nyo, hindi naman huli, hindi naman, it would always be nice to start early. Marriage preparation doesn't, as I always say this to people, marriage preparation does not start when you are married. Marriage preparation actually begins when you are single. So please, if you have a question regarding our topic, regarding this conversation, please feel free to comment in the comment section. So wow, I have a listener all the way from, I think she's in the Middle East. Hi, Miss Cecil, how are you there? And I also would like to greet first two good friends, Jessie Aspili and Tita Tina Dumikpe. A happy birthday! It's their birthday today, and I would like to share with you bakit ito yung topic ko ngayong hapon. Ngayong hapon, it's because let me just share with you, friends, this coming Monday, November 30, it's going to be our wedding anniversary. It's going to be our 18th year ng asawa ko. I wish that he can join us this afternoon in coffee break, but he has work to do. Hindi siya pwedeng, kahit na nasa bahay siya, hindi siya pwedeng basta na lang mag-absent to be able to do that. But I know that the things that I'll personally share with you this afternoon are the things that I've learned over the years. And I would like to ask you, sino po sa inyo are who are married? I was looking for something in my page. Anyway, I was hindi ko mahanap ang what do you call this? Sometimes technology can be very difficult. Hindi ko mahanap yung what do you call this? Watch party. Yeah. Okay. So as I said, join me. Happy anniversary. Sana all. Wow. Okay. Let me just share with you. In the 18 years, when kwento ko lang sa inyo ng konti. We are together for 3.5 years ng husband ko. And I'll share with you the things that I realized over the years, and some of it I've shared that in our episode the other day. Pero ngayon, alam nyo, I think that in married life, really, kaya tagline ko yan, making marriage work, because we need to make it work. Hindi siya automatic na malalaglag. Naniniwala po ako, hindi nadadaan sa swerte. Hindi dahil hindi given yung tao. Nagkataon na okay kami yung tinadhana sa isa't isa. But it takes someone. It takes something to know someone, but I would like to make you realize that hindi swerte to have a great marriage. It's a progress. And also, having a great marriage or a satisfying relationship, it depends on you also. It depends on each of us kung ano yung image natin, kung ano yung mindset natin about married life. So, hindi lahat ng When you say na, ay, swerte mo naman, you're happily married. Pero it doesn't mean that hindi kami nagkakaroon ng problems. We have conflicts. We have problems. We had our share of challenges. Yes, my students would say before that, Miss, masyado kayong sweet na mag-asawa. I would say that we are a sweet and loving couple, but I would say that there's no perfect couple. Kaya nga in the episode, I would like you to realize that there's no perfect formula. There's no perfect formula for a perfect marriage because we need to work on it. We need to work on it. I will repeat that. We need to work on it. Can you say with me? Make marriage work. And it takes capital E effort. It takes effort. It takes real good, lots of effort to keep a marriage. So as we turn 18 years on Monday, please pray for us so we can continue doing this work. Hindi ko rin naman ito yung mga naisip ko na mahahalagang bagong realization. Mga bagong realization, mga bagay that I've learned in the course of the relationship. I've learned in the course of our marriage. One thing is that love is not constant. The first thing that I realized, love is not constant. Change is constant. Can you say that with me? Love is not constant. Change is constant. Bakit ko nasabi na change is constant? I think I mentioned that last Tuesday. That over the years, we try to choose to be in love despite not having loving feelings. Because being in love, that's the feeling. And being being in love is a feeling. And staying in love, that is a process and that is a choice, right? Being in love, that's the feeling, but staying in love and choosing to love, that's a decision. So, given that, so if you see love, it's not constant. So, tagalimutan na natin yung mindset natin when we were younger. That this is, busting the myth that hindi dapat nagbabago yung pagmamahal. So, pag narinig nyo yan sa kanta, personally, I believe that love changes. Sometimes you have very high feeling of love. Sometimes you have low feelings of love. But the goal of a married life is that despite that there are times and there are seasons and there are challenges that may happen in between the couple that you want to throw in the towel. You would like to personally parang okay, pwede bang huminga muna tayo sa isa't isa, umuwi ka muna sa inyo, uuwi muna ako sa amin, kung pwede lang gano'n, di ba? Kung pwede lang na kahit kay space muna tayo. I think I mentioned about space in the previous episode. So, but there are days like that. And that is the constant thing because it's evolving. We will all be dead. Wala na, flatline na lang. It's gonna be boring if everything's gonna be flatline. So love is not constant. Change is. Kaya we need to continue working on love. Do you agree with me, friends? We need to continue working on love. Hindi pwedeng automatic. Ang napansin ko po, there are a lot of couple, pag na busy na sila with having kids, their career, lalo nakakalimutan na nila to work on their relationship. Naalala na lang siguro nila yung isa't isa pag Valentine's or their wedding anniversary or birthday. But the thing is, it's still hard. The more it becomes difficult for them to work on their relationship because it's not part of their lives. Hindi siya nagiging parte ng buhay nila, hindi siya nagiging parte ng routine. So, think about that, friends. Think about how have you been? How have you been if you are married like me? How have you been? How much are you working on your relationship? How much are you working on your in the daily effort that you need to do? The same effort that you put in your work, the same effort that you put in the kids if you have kids, and the same effort that you put in fixing the house and everything. How much do you do you do you make your marriage work? How much effort do you make your relationship work? And that is something that I would like you to think about. So first, love, because what how can we love is not constant but change is. So if change is constant, we continuously change. We continuously need to put deliberate effort to keep the love alive. Minsan sabi ng kasawa ko sa isang forum, ang sabi niya, and it's so cute, minsan kino-quote ko yun sa kanya, sabi niya sa isang forum, may nagtanong sa kanya na student, my student si Miriam, sabi sa kanya, "Sir, how do you keep the spark in the relationship?" Ang sagot ng asawa ko, "Why keep why 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 choose spark when we can create fire?" Well, sana nga, 'di ba? But then minsan 'pag, when men run into their own issues, run into their own problems, it really is, you know how men are, when they're into their own box, nandiyan lang 'yan, nahihirapan sila to shift. But then, when they are in the married box, in the wife box, the more that they can focus. And then that's true. But we really need to keep the spark. We really need to keep the fire. Hindi yan malalaglag galing sa langit. It takes effort to keep that, sabi na, keep the love burning. Yes, change will be constant, but love is not constant. So we have to keep on making sure that love is there, the relationship is there. So another one, resolve conflicts but choose your battles. Resolve conflicts but choose your battles. Over the years, we've run into so many issues, and alam ko, friends, sino sa inyo ang nagkakaroon ng issues with your spouse? Umami naman tayo. And when we admit that we have issues with our spouse, di ba, the more that issues, problems, irritations, disagreements, misunderstanding, sino ba naman yung talagang walang nagiging misunderstanding or little what do you call this? Sino ang wala? So, kwento nyo nga sa akin, ilagay nyo dyan sa comment section, what is the last disagreement that you have with your partner, with your spouse? So, pakilagay dyan sa comment section. Ayan, may mga uma-agree. Thank you, Kathy. Catherine Anion, what? Anyo Koche. Belated happy anniversary also. Okay, I think that you commented the other day. So I would like to share with me, kung kaya nyo, can you be honest to share, ano yung huli nyong pinagtalunan? Minsan ulam, minsan schedule. So ano dyan? Because we run into that. We resolve conflicts. Hindi totoo na meron kang pinapalampas na lang. But you choose your battles. May mga conflict does not mean that you resolve it na nag-aaway. Because there are conflicting situations. There are points of misunderstanding. There are points of you are different in your opinion. You are different in your ways. But it doesn't mean that it becomes a battle that you fight. Kasi sino ba naman nakikipag-away? Because sometimes it's not a battle. It's a given that it's a conflict. And you know that, and you know what? The daily exchanges, take note of the daily exchanges that you have with your spouse. Yung lagi yung constant check-in, usap, kwentuhan, that becomes also the source. That's the major foundation by which you can resolve later conflicts. Kaya kung yung conflict, hindi nyo ma-resolve, araw-araw na kayong magkasama, hindi nyo pinapansin, lumalaki yun, nagiging crisis situation yun. Kaya nagkakaroon ng hiwalayan, nagkakaroon ng infidelity, nagkakaroon ng deadmahan, the whole few weeks, kasi may mga conflict, may mga disagreements, may mga misunderstandings na hindi pinansin. So, but not necessarily that conflicts need to be fought. Because some conflicts are just invitation for us to sit down together and to look into a relationship. Hey, nasan ba tayo? Why are we disagreeing about it? Isa was saying, just the other day, I lost it when I was confiding in my husband. He wasn't listening. He was on the phone. I told him that our marriage is falling apart. But I wasn't sure that. Yes, maybe Isa, how are you, Isa? Maybe that is just part of your it's just part of the process because you might be too emotional. I don't know the whole context, but you need to continuously work on it. So Probably that it's out of anger, but maybe that's why it's nice that some conflicts need to be handled when the two of you are low in emotions and much objective. So as I said, the point two that I realized, resolve conflicts but choose your battles. Hindi lahat ginagawang away, hindi lahat ay ginagawang laban. Sino bang nakikipaglaban? Kasi these misunderstandings, these conflicts are areas for us to reflect, are areas for us to resolve, and are areas for us to actually rekindle the relationship as reflect, resolve, rekindle the relationship to make it stronger. O mag-align tayo, i-resolve natin to. So it's something that you can work on. And you know what I realized? Before, gusto kong malaman lagi, bakit nangyari yan, bakit nangyari yan. And only to find out, maybe because of the season in our lives, some things doesn't in my work as a psychologist, everything should have an explanation. But I realize in real life, not all things can be given explanation immediately when I want it. Because it takes also wisdom to really tell that, hey, hindi ko ito maintindihan lahat. I cannot see the root of this. But maybe after a while, we'll pray about this. Lalabas din kung ano talaga yung reason. So, minsan pag pinilit natin hanapin yung reason, uh, and then it just gets more complicated. But sometimes all you just need to do is that, hey, there is a concern here. Can you try to resolve it? Kahit hindi natin alam yung reason, i-park muna natin, pero let's work on solutions. And that is gonna be that is journeying together. Resolve conflicts, but choose your battles. That's number two. The number three, sorry is needed, but it comes with responsibility. Sabi ng husband ko, minsan ako yung hirap mag-sorry. Yes, kasi ako yung parang, as women, I think you would understand na we get so emotional. Ayan, Ma'am Bernadette, yan. I'm so emotional. My husband is insensitive. Yeah, sometimes. And sometimes we are still angry, like you, Isa. Not sure if it's of anger. But come to think of it, I realized that sorry is needed because sometimes hindi pa tayo okay. Ako personally, minsan ayoko mag-sorry pag hindi pa ako okay, hindi pa ako kalmado. But, but sometimes sorry is humility. And sorry, it's also a means that I am not okay yet, but I'm really sorry for what happened. And you don't need to talk right away after the apology, but it's an indicator that you would like to work on the relationship. And it's the humility, eating your humble pie, eating the pride. Wala dito kung sinong may kasalanan. But that sometimes that sorry, it should be because it's my personal responsibility to apologize because maybe I have offended you, I have upset you. So may it takes two to tango, sabi nga. But then, magkaiba yan sa magkaiba yan dun sa sorry by taking responsibility. May mga pagkakataon na we need to apologize. We need to say sorry to our partner because because there's really a fault, meron misunderstanding, meron misdoing. And the thing there is that you need to learn that you have to take responsibility for yourself and for your actions. Or you have to take responsibility for irresponsibility. Friends, iba to sa nagsusorry na may infidelity ha, or merong abuse. Let's put it aside. Yung special cases na ganyan, abuse, psychological abuse, verbal abuse, especially physical abuse, and also there is infidelity, you don't automatically forgive the person. You forgive the person, but it doesn't mean that you get back to the relationship right away. Diyan tayo nagkakatalo. Kasi marami na, pag nag-sorry na, sinuyo na tayo, pinakilig na tayo, okay na tayo ulit. Hindi. Hindi kayo papayag dyan. Kasi you need concrete solutions to see if the partner would be, would be really sorry. And I would like, kailangan yung makita yung responsibility. Sorry comes with responsibility. Sorry is needed, apologies are needed, but it comes with responsibility. Kath, you said it's about being the bigger person. Yes, but if there is abuse, there is infidelity, there is mistrust, there is really severe cases, hindi lang pwedeng sorry. Kailangan may responsibility. Kailangan you ask for accountability from your partner. Alam ko, sorry ka, but can we work on this way? Let's go to counseling. Let us work it out. Pag-usapan natin ano yung nangyaring mali. So, paano natin maitatama? It has to work that way. Because if there's lack of responsibility, when we say sorry to each other, paulit-ulit, nandyan lang yan. Lip service lang ang sorry. Nag-sorry lang para matapos na. Sometimes we have that attitude. We just want to hear sorry para tapos na. But excuse me, if it's grave mistrust issues, if it's infidelity, and if it's abuse, if it's really damaging to the marriage, wag po kayong mahiyang mag-demand ng responsibility. It's not about being unloving, but it's about demanding, and it's about really asking your partner, hey, I need us to work together. I need us to be more responsible adults para we can work on our marriage. I need also to see that you are really sorry, not just with your words, but through your thoughts and actions. At we are protecting the marriage para hindi na ito maulit. Okay? So, two areas to say sorry. Sorry is needed in the daily exchanges, but if the sorry is severe, in the special cases, daily exchanges, yung mga regular lang nangyayari, nakainisan, sorry is needed. We reach out, we say sorry. But if it's already mistrust, abuse, infidelity, you have to step your feet. You have to step your foot down and demand responsibility from your partner. Are we clear? So the first thing that my realizations on how can we make marriage work? Love is constant. Love is not constant. Change is constant. The second, resolve conflicts but choose your battles. The third, sorry is needed but it comes with responsibility. And the fourth, uh, acknowledge the reason for the season. Reason and seasons. Kailangan yung i-respect na meron oras sa lahat ng bagay. I would just like you to reflect. How is your life now? Are you in the stage that you are starting a family? Are you in the stage that you are raising small kids? Are you in the stage like me na meron na akong preteens and teenager? Or are you in your towards your empty nesting, yung malalaki na yung anak? Um, you have to reflect that all these seasons in family life, there's what we call the family life stage. Iba-iba yan. At iba-iba yung needs, iba-iba yung demands. So let's just say that our timeline is different from other families' timeline. Our marriage is unique from my marriage is unique from your own marriage. There are universal rules, but there's also different context. So hindi natin pwede i-compare ang isang mag-asawa na bagong kasal sa mga pangailangan at needs nila dun sa nagpapalaki na ng anak kasi ibang-iba yan. So there's also a reason for everything. And one this is the season. Personally, this is our season that we are of course working, and then we are blessed that our kids are a little bigger. They're 11 and 14. So semi-management kami sa kanila. But also, we have to acknowledge that in this season, we continuously take care of our relationship kasi lumalabas na mayroon din kaming midlife issues. Lumalabas na yung mga midlife issues namin. You know that I have a book on midlife. If for those of you who don't know, it's called The Beauty of 40, Embracing the Gift of Midlife. And midlife happens to couples. Midlife happens to marriages. So parang ngayon, we are at the stage na parang, oh, issue natin yan dati Pero ngayon, non-issue na. And also, we're reflecting na, oh, bago to Or bagong packaging. Same issue, iba lang yung manifestation. So you have to be keen and you have to be aware where you are, and you have to be aware of your season. of your season and the reason for doing things. Kasi some things that you keep doing before may not be applicable now in this season. Yung lagi yung ginagawa, anong malilit yung bata for the sake of what? Nostalgia. I am not for that. I am not for that. But sometimes you have to upkeep na, oh halimbawa, anniversary natin di ba dati lumalabas tayo with mga bata. Baka naman it's time na in this season, kayo na lang, you spend time with each other. And also, for example, na before, this is how we spend Christmas, blah, blah, blah. Pero ngayon, baka naman it's a new invitation to start everything new. So you have to check and the reason and season. Pati yan kasama sa needs, pati yan kasama sa realities, priorities sa buhay. Dati ito yung priority, ngayon iba na rin. Dati ito, ngayon iba na rin. So you have to check the seasons and the reasons for doing things. And just check also, yung season nyo, huwag nyo rin ikumpara sa iba kasi posible na iba-iba tayo ng timeline, iba-iba tayo ng pinagdadaanan. So, and that reason and season, make the most out of it. Ako, I believe, this season in the pandemic, marriages in the pandemic, hindi na ito mauulit. We don't want this to happen again, but let's make the most out of the time na to improve the relationship with our spouses. That's why I'm doing this with you. So that's the fourth. That's the fourth. And lastly, continue the romance in the relationship. I have to use these words, friends. Continue na maglandian at continue na mag continue magpakilig at continue maglandian sa isa't isa. Friends, ladies, landiin niyo yung asawa niyo. Kasi kung hindi niyo lalandiin yan, mm, I don't want to continue. Kayo na magduktong. And also, men, continue also na pakiligin yung asawa niyo. Kasi it works both ways. If you win her, you woo her, you pursue your wives, and then eventually it's easy for them also to flirt with you, and you don't want to do that with other people. How do you protect a marriage? Landiin nyo at landiin nyo. I have to really use that term. Ayan, tama ka, Janet. um, you have to flirt with each other. You have to make each other feel good about each other because otherwise, if you would not sustain this emotion, you have to continue doing it. Nawawala yan. Bakit nawawala? Isaac, I don't know what you're saying about paradigm shift, but here, some seasons, like you're raising kids, you're busy with career. Many marriages, honestly, I've seen this. Many marriages, nakakalimutan nila itong number five because of the season and their and the raising kids, and then they get too busy making a living and providing for the family, and the wives get too busy working and also attending to the home and attending to the kids, maybe getting pregnant and also pregnancy hormones and all. Friends, hindi porke may anak na, it's an excuse not to work on the marriage. So that reason and season, kailangan natin dugtungan ng romance. The romance has to be there. How do you keep the love alive? Love is not constant. So paano natin siya ma-address? Dun sa number five, the landi and the flirting, the landian, and the kilig in the relationship. Yung pag nagtinginan kayo after so many years, you know that love is there. You know that we love each other. Diba? So, do I feel kilig with my husband? I'll be honest with you, yes. Kinikilig pa rin ako sa kanya. Pero minsan, gusto ko siyang ihagis palabas ng bahay. So, it can happen both ways. Minsan, sobrang inis ko sa kanya. Pero minsan, he would win me and there are days that he will not. But there are days that I have to do my part naman to 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 romance him. So it works both ways. It just that you don't get stuck na hindi nyo ginagawa before. Hindi ako sanay. You don't get stuck on how we were in a certain season. But please, no matter what season you are, please protect your marriage. Even if you're busy with your kids, kahit na anong online learning ng anak nyo, please make sure that you take care of your marriage. Make sure that you take care of your marriage. Kahit na nung online learning, nag-first honor nga ang anak nyo, nakalimutan nyo naman na asawa kayo before you are a mom. So here, you have to take care of that. Inayos nyo na nga, perfecciones ang bahay. organize lahat pero nakalimutan mo landiin ang asawa mo. At the end of the day, kayo na lang ang magkasama. So, paano niyo paalagaan yung marriage? Friends, that's what I've been saying. Love is not constant, change is constant. Resolve conflicts, but choose your battles. Sorry is needed, but it comes with responsibility. Acknowledge the reason and the season of your marriage. And more importantly, continue the romance and keep working on the romance in the marriage. Keep the landi, keep the flirting, and keep the kilig in the relationship. Walang nabibili niyan anywhere else. It's just up to you. Sabi nga, is chemistry real? Yes, it may be, but sabi ni Brother Bo Sanchez, character is more important than chemistry. Chemistry will pull you together, but character will pull you through everything. But it doesn't mean that we stop there by not putting the chemistry back, because you can still do it. We can still work on it. It just only needs for you and your partner to sit down, forget about the world, and tune into each other. Effort yan. Daily sana or every other day. Just make sure that you make your marriage work. No matter what formula works for you, that has been working for me so far for the past 18 years. Hindi ko ma-imagine na 18 years na pala kaming kasal. Honestly, I cannot imagine that we're together for 18 years. But the Lord is good. And that's my last point. Keep the Lord in the relationship. Baliwala itong marriage na to if the Lord is not in our center. Sabi nga, marriage is not two people looking at each other's eyes, but marriage is two people is looking at the Lord. As I will end this coffee break with the prayer that we have since mag-boyfriend. Lord, make us grow more in love with you so we can radiate your love to each other. Ang prayer namin hanggang ngayon, sana we grow in our relationship with the Lord so that the love that we share, it's not coming from us. Because if it's just the human love that we're going to depend on, it's gonna fail. It's imperfect. But if it's the heavenly love of God that we will depend on, we will cling to, the overflow is with each other and with our kids. So let me end this. What are your insights? Thank you for all your greetings. You can't imagine too that we're 28 years married. Yeah, because you not just married, but a great marriage and a satisfying marriage. So please put there in your comment section what are your takeaways for today's session. Share this with family and friends, and let us just pray together the prayer that I taught you. Lord, make us grow more in love with you so we can radiate your love to each other. That's just about that summarizes our 18 years together as a married couple. So see you again, friends, next week for another session of Coffee Break with Dr. Michelle. I hope that you are blessed. I hope that you keep the love in your relationship. Keep the kilig, keep the lande, and keep the love alive. God bless you, friends. See you again next week.